Boo. Hello, everyone, and welcome to episode 169, Star Wars Episode 2, Attack of the Clones. That's not the poster in the background. That's actually the Phantom Menace, I do believe. Yeah, that's the very first Phantom Menace. You can kind of see in the reflection in episode 2, because I have all three posters kind of over there. Anyways, the sequel with a very strange title of Attack of the Clones sounds like a 1950s old serial, like Attack of the Clones, they are here. But I think that's definitely George Lucas's kind of homage to him enjoying those old science fiction serials from like the 1950s and whatnot, the ones that kind of inspired all the great movie makers today. This one you get introduced to deeper into the conspiracy of Palpatine to take over the Empire and make it an empire, the Republic, by creating a clone army made up of the beginning clone troopers, which will become stormtroopers, and how Jango Fett, Boba Fett's father, was the template for it, and Boba Fett was actually a clone of Jango Fett, but that he would raise as his own son. And we get to meet the wonderful Christopher Lee as Darth Tyrannus, or Count Dooku, and how he's playing a whole part in this, and he knows everything. It's a big setup, you know. Everything's a big setup to create this clone army, and you get hints of the Death Star and whatnot. Lots of great moments in this one. Like I loved seeing Jango Fett. I loved finally getting to see Mace Windu wield his lightsaber. Fans love the fact get to see Yoda at the very end wield his lightsaber against Count Dooku. You get to see the beginnings of Anakin's descent into the darkness with the death of his mom, and his rage and his anger. And it's not until the third movie where he realizes his anger gives him the focus he needs to be a great master of the Force, unfortunately, to the dark side. But this one was okay. I wasn't a big fan of the dialogue for the love story. I think it was important that Anakin and Padme fell in love, and that the love became something that he hung on to, and then that would be a catalyst in the next movie. I didn't really like how it was written in this movie. I think it was kind of hokey at times. But plot-wise, in regards to the canon of Star Wars, I thought it was great. Because it kind of shows what he had to go through. We've got R2 and C-3PO back. C-3PO actually has a full body now, which is kind of neat. But, yeah, Attack of the Clones was a pretty decent setup to the Clone Wars. And, of course, there was the Clone Wars TV series that came on and everything, which led into Revenge of the Sith, which will be the next one. But it was a pretty decent sequel. Good action, good adventure, and it was of course it's just fun. It's Star Wars, right? And it's of the prequels, it's not my favorite. I still enjoy it because what's the old saying? Even a bad Star Wars movie is still a good Star Wars movie. Like even cold pizza is still good pizza, right? It's a weird analogy to make, but anyways, Star Wars. Episode 2, Attack of the Clones. Good sequel. It's Revenge of the 5th today. It's not May the 4th. That was yesterday. But until then, I'd say have yourself a great week. Enjoy Star Wars. And until then, I'm Mr. Shivers, saying grab yourself some popcorn, sit back, and enjoy the movies.